Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the life you're living isn't really yours. Every decision you've made, every sacrifice you've endured, every mask you've worn, all just to conform to what others expected of you. But inside, there's always been a voice, a silent voice drowned out by responsibilities, the need for approval and the fear of disappointing. Then comes a moment, a precise instant when everything changes. It's as if a veil is torn away, and for the first time you see reality for what it is. You've spent your life putting others first, forgetting yourself. Carl Jung said that the most important journey we can make is the one within ourselves. But choosing yourself is not easy. It means facing your fears, stopping to please others, having the courage to say no to everything that does not reflect our true essence. And yet precisely in this moment that the world transformation. Today I want to take you on a profound journey. I want to show you what happens when you finally choose yourself above all else. It will not be an easy journey, but one thing is certain. Nothing will ever be the same again. Before you begin, be sure to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and the Telegram channel so you don't miss the next videos on personal and spiritual growth. You will find content that inspires, challenges, and transforms the way you see life. And now let's begin. There is a moment in life when, without warning, something inside you breaks. Looking at yourself in the mirror, you realize that for too long you have lived for others. You said yes when you wanted to say no. You stifled your desires to meet other people's expectations. You sought approval instead of authenticity. You adapted to be accepted, forgetting the most important person of all, yourself, and then something happened. An internal tear, an emptiness that you can no longer ignore. It is your inner self that finally makes itself heard, asking you, what if for once I chose me? It's a simple but powerful question, because that's when your transformation begins. Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers of modern psychology, left us a profound message. Man's fulfillment comes through the discovery of himself. Yet this journey towards authenticity is one of the most difficult to face, because choosing yourself is not just a personal decision. It's a revolution. The first thing you'll notice when you finally decide to put yourself first is that the world around you will react. Some will look at you suspiciously. Others will feel threatened by your newfound confidence. They will criticize you, tell you that you've changed, that you've become selfish. But the truth is that you haven't changed. You've simply gone back to being who you always were. The problem is that many people were used to seeing you as compliant, always ready to sacrifice yourself for their. Now that you have decided to say no, to set boundaries, to follow your own path without constantly seeking approval from others, their equilibrium is broken. What? Because you are doing something wrong, but because your transformation forces them to look inside themselves, and not everyone is ready to do that. You all knew it well when you choose to live authentically. Not everyone will follow you, but those who remain will be the people who see you for who you really are, not for the role you have always played for them. For years you have sought external confirmation. You have strived to be the person that other people wanted, believing that only in this way would you obtain love, acceptance, respect. The reality is different. Your true strength has never been outside. It has always been inside you. When you finally choose yourself, something incredible happens. You realize that you no longer have to prove anything to anyone. You are no longer afraid of disappointing, of being judged, of not being enough. You begin to deny yourself without guilt. You stop chasing approval, and you discover that the greatest freedom is to live according to your truth. Jung spoke of individuation, the process by which an individual becomes the most authentic version of himself. Not the one that society imposes, not the one that the family expects, but the one that resonates with his soul. The greatest consequence of this process is liberation. You will feel lighter, stronger, more connected to your true nature. Because for the first time in your life, you are walking in the right direction. Every choice you have made up to now has been conditioned by the need to please, by the fear of rejection, by the desire to feel accepted. But when you finally choose yourself, the past loses its power over you. You will no longer feel the need to justify who you are. You will no longer be afraid of those who do not understand your journey. You will no longer try to fill the void with the approval of others, because you will understand a fundamental truth. You are enough unto yourself. He also said that the journey towards yourself requires courage. That courage comes when you stop looking for answers outside and start finding them within yourself. Have you ever noticed that when you make an authentic decision, suddenly everything seems to align? You people enter your life opportunities that seemed impossible open up before you, and everything happens with an almost magical precision. Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity. When you choose yourself, the world responds, energies realign, wrong situations vanish, and in their place comes what you really need to grow. It's magic. It's the natural consequence of living in coherence with your essence. But be careful, synchronicity does not mean that everything will be easy or that you will not encounter obstacles along the way. On the contrary, you may face moments of doubt in which the old and the new collide within you. There will be situations that will test your determination, people who will try to take you back, old fears that will resurface. But it is precisely in these moments that you must trust what you feel. If something in your life begins to flow naturally, if doors open effortlessly, if you meet people who seem to be exactly what you needed at that moment, it is not a coincidence. It is the sign that you are on the right path, that you are finally walking in tune with your true self. One of the scariest things about choosing yourself is that at first you may feel alone, but loneliness is not an enemy. It is an opportunity to rediscover yourself, to heal your wounds, to build the life you truly desire. And then something incredible happens. You start to love your own company. You realize that you no longer need toxic people, that you no longer have to accept less than you deserve because you have understood something fundamental. You are enough. Always. At first, loneliness can feel like a burden, a void that is difficult to fill. You may feel tempted to go back to fill that silence with old habits or people who no longer resonate with you. But if you can resist and embrace that moment, you will realize that it is not an absence, but a new space free, full of possibilities. That is where the real transformation begins. You will discover sides of yourself that you had never explored. Passion, passion, passion. Desires that you had put aside for too long, and the moment you stop fearing loneliness, something changes. You are longer looking for someone or something to complete you, because you have finally understood that you are already complete. Wayne left his all another special message, perhaps the most powerful: who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. The life you want will not come from the outside. It will not be born from what others think of you. It will not be the result of the fear of disappointing someone. It will be the fruit of the most important decision of all, that of choosing yourself. If you feel these words resonate within, you know that this is only the beginning. The road ahead of you is still long, but it is yours. No one can travel it for you. Now tell me, are you ready to make the choice that will change your life? If this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it, because the world desperately needs more people who have the courage to be themselves. Choosing yourself is an act of inner revolution. It means stopping living to please others and starting to live in coherence with who you really are. It is a journey that can be difficult, at times lonely, but that will lead you to a more authentic and meaningful life. Fear of change is natural. There will always be a part of you that will try to hold you back in the past, that will prefer the comfort of habit to the risk of transformation. But know this: remaining chained to a life that does not feel yours is much more painful than facing the unknown. Wayne thought that every great change happens when we find the courage to look inside ourselves, to listen to our inner voice, to embrace our shadows and transform them into strength. There is no perfect time to begin this journey. The perfect time is now. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know exactly where this choice will take you. You just have to take the first step. A step towards you, a step towards the freedom to be who you are. If you feel stuck today, know that every great change starts with a decision to stop settling and start living for what really matters to you. If you found value in these words, leave a comment and tell me what choosing yourself means to you. Every story is unique. Every experience can inspire someone else to find their path. Remember, life doesn't begin when everything is perfect. Life begins the moment you decide to truly be yourself. We sincerely hope that this video has been helpful and inspiring for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and the Telegram channel so you don't miss out on other similar content on wisdom and spirituality. Also, if you like this content, share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. Thank you for following us on this journey. See you in the next video. Imagine, if you will, a world where the very fabric of reality bends to your will, where the thoughts you think and the beliefs you hold shape the experiences you encounter. This is not a flight of fancy, my dear peer friends, but the fundamental nature of our existence. You see, the universe in which we live is not a cold, indifferent machine, but a responsive, malleable substance that takes on the form of our dominant impressions. Let us begin by understanding a crucial principle. Your mind, your wonderful human imagination, is the God of which all sacred texts speak. It is the creative power through which all things are made manifest. When you truly grasp this concept, you will realize that the power to create wealth, abundance, and prosperity lies not in some external force, but within the confines of your own consciousness. Now, you might be wondering, how can this be? How can my thoughts possibly manifest money within such a short span of time? The answer, my friends, lies in understanding that time is but an illusion of the physical world. In the realm of spirit, in the domain of imagination, there is no past, no future, only the eternal now. And it is in this eternal now that all possibilities exist simultaneously. To activate your mind and manifest money within 24 hours, you must first shift your consciousness. You must move from a state of lack and wanting to a state of abundance and having. This shift is not something that happens in the outer world. It is an inner movement, a change in your mental atmosphere. When you can feel the naturalness of being wealthy, when you can sleep in the assumption of your desire fulfilled, the outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your inner conviction. Let me share with you a technique that, when applied with unwavering faith and persistence, can bring about miraculous results. As you retire to bed tonight, I want you to close your eyes and construct the scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire for wealth. Perhaps you see yourself holding a bank statement with a balance that thrills you, or maybe you feel the weight of your wallet heavy with crisp new bills. Whatever scene you choose, make it as vivid and as real as you possibly can. Now, here's the crucial part. You must enter into this scene. You must participate in it fully using all your senses. Feel the paper of the bank statement between your fingers. Smell the crisp sense of new currency. Hear the rustle of bills as you thumb through them. Make this imaginal act so real that it takes on the tones of reality. You must persist in this state until you feel a sense of satisfaction, a feeling that tells you, yes, this is done. As you drift off to sleep, carry this feeling with you. Let it be the last thing on your mind as you enter the world of slumber. For it is in sleep that the subconscious mind is most receptive, most malleable to the impressions we give it. And it is the subconscious that possesses the power to bring our imaginal acts into physical manifestation. But remember, my dear friends, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. Therefore, when you awaken in the morning, you must maintain this feeling of wealth, this consciousness of abundance. Do not let the appearances, the physical world, shake your conviction. For what you see now is but the shadow of past thoughts and beliefs. The new state you have entered will take a little time to project itself onto the screen of space. Throughout your day, whenever you have a quiet moment, revisit that scene. Feel once again the joy, the excitement, the naturalness of being in possession of the wealth you desire. Let this feeling permeate every fiber of your being. For you are not trying to get something, you are acknowledging that you already have it in the realm of imagination. And therefore, it must come into physical expression. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Wayne, I've tried positive thinking before and it didn't work. To this, I say there is a world of difference between mere positive thinking and the art of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Positive thinking often still carries with it the consciousness of lack, the awareness that you are trying to change something. But in the law I'm teaching you, there is no trying. There is only the acknowledgement of what is already yours in imagination. Consider the biblical phrase before they call, I will answer. This is not some mystical promise, but a statement of how reality operates. The moment you can feel the reality of your desire, the moment you can live from the end as though it were already accomplished, in that instant your prayer is answered. The things and events of the outer world are merely catching up to the truth you have accepted in your imagination. Let me tell you a story to illustrate this principle. I once knew a man who was in dire financial straits. His business was failing, his debts were mounting, and he could see no way out of his predicament. He came to me desperate for a solution. I shared with him this very law we're discussing today. At first he was skeptical, but he was also at his wit's end and willing to try anything. I instructed him to go home and before sleeping to construct a scene that would imply his financial problems were solved. He chose to imagine himself sitting in his office, looking at a pile of paid invoices and a bank statement showing a healthy balance. I told him to make this scene as real as possible and to fall asleep in this state. The next morning he awoke feeling different. There was a lightness to his step, a confidence he hadn't felt in months. Nothing in his outer world had changed yet, but he knew he felt that everything was going to be all right. Throughout the day he held on to this feeling, revisiting his imaginal scene whenever doubt tried to creep in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Within 24 hours, he received a call from a client he hadn't heard from in years. This client had a large project and wanted to work exclusively with him. The advance payment for this project was enough to cover all his outstanding debts and breathe a new life into his business. So, is this a coincidence? Absolutely not. It was the law in operation. The moment he changed his inner state, the outer world had to realign itself to match his new consciousness. This, my friends, is the power you hold within you. This is the creative force of your imagination at work. But let me be clear, this is not about manipulating external circumstances. It's not about forcing the world to bend to your will. Rather, it's about aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of reality. It's about recognizing that the world of form is born from the formless realm of imagination. Now, some of you might be wondering about the morality of using your imagination to manifest money. You might be asking, is it right to simply imagine wealth into existence? To this I say, the use of your imagination is the most fundamental right you possess. It is, in fact, your duty to use this God-given gift to create a life of abundance and joy, not just for yourself, but for all those around you. You see, when you liberate yourself from financial worry, when you step into a state of abundance, you become a blessing to the world. You are able to give more, to help more, to make a greater positive impact on the lives of others. The wealth you manifest is not taken from anyone else. It is created anew from the infinite abundance of the universe. Consider this: every invention, every work of art, every business, every advancement in human society began as an idea, as an imaginal act. The phone in your pocket, the chair you're sitting on, the way building way in, all of these were once just thoughts in someone's mind. By bringing these thoughts into physical reality, these individuals not only enriched themselves, but added value to the world. So I urge you, do not feel guilty about using your imagination to create wealth. Instead, recognize it as your sacred duty, for in doing so, you are aligning yourself with the creative principle of the universe. You are fulfilling your role as a co-creator with the divine. Now, let's delve deep in the mechanics of this process. When you imagine yourself in a state of wealth, when you feel the naturalness of abundance, you are literally reshaping your concept of self. And your concept of self is the foundation upon which your entire life experience is built. Most people live their lives based on a concept of self that was given to them by others, their parents, their teachers, their society. They accept limitations that were never truly theirs. But you, my dear friends, you have the power to consciously choose your concept of self. You have the ability to decide right here and now that you are a person of wealth and abundance. This decision, this shift in your concept of self, is not something that happens on a purely intellectual level. It must be felt. It must be experienced with the full force of your imagination. When you can feel the reality of being wealthy with the same intensity that you feel the floor beneath your feet, that's when true transformation occurs. Let's practice this together right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and relax. Now, I want you to imagine you are holding a check in your hands. This check is made out to you, and the amount on it is more money than you've ever had in your life. Look at the numbers. See them clearly. Feel the paper between your fingers. Notice the weight of it in your hands. Now, I want you to amplify this experience. Feel the excitement coursing through your body. Feel the relief, the joy, the sense of possibility that comes with this newfound wealth. Let this feeling grow stronger and stronger until it fills your entire being. This, my friends, this feeling is more important than any mental picture, for it is your feelings that shape your reality. Open your eyes. How do you feel? Different, you? That feeling, that state of consciousness is what you must return to again and again. That is the fertile soil in which the seeds of your desires will grow and bear fruit. But here's a crucial point. You must persist in this new state. The old man, the old concept of self, will try to reassert itself. Doubts will arise. The evidence of your physical senses will try to convince you that nothing has changed. This is where your faith will be tested. Remember, faith is not blind belief. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. It is the conviction that what you have imagined and felt as real in your mind must by cosmic law be made manifest in your physical reality. When doubt arises, when the old patterns of thought try to pull you back, you must return again and again to that feeling of wealth, that consciousness of abundance. Think of it this way. Your imagination is like a gardener planting seeds. The feeling of wealth, the consciousness of abundance. These are the seeds you are planting in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. But just as a gardener doesn't dig up the seeds every day to see if they're growing, you must not constantly question whether your imaginal act is working. Instead, you must water these seeds with your attention, your faith, your persistent assumption that what you have imagined is already a reality. And just as surely as a corn grows into an oak tree, your imaginal act will grow into a physical reality. Now, let's address a common concern. Some of you might be thinking, but what about action? Don't I need to do something in the physical world to manifest money? This is a valid question, and the answer might surprise you. Yes, action is important, but it's not the kind of action you might be thinking of. You see, the most important action is the action of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This internal action, this movement of consciousness, is far more powerful than any external action you could take. When you successfully assume the feeling of being wealthy, when you live from that state of consciousness, you will be moved to take whatever outer actions are necessary to bring your desire into manifestation. These actions will not feel like effort or struggle. They will feel natural, inspired. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you. People will be drawn to you, eager to do business with you. This is the law in operation. This is the power of your activated imagination. But remember, the outer actions are not the cause of your wealth. They are the result of your change in consciousness. They are the bridge of incidents that lead to the fulfillment of your desire. The real work, the true action, takes place in your imagination. Now, I want to address something that many of you might be experiencing as you listen to these words, as you contemplate this law. You might be feeling a sense of excitement mixed with disbelief. A part of you might be saying, "This sounds too good to be true. It can't be this simple. This reaction is natural." It's the old consciousness, the old concept of self, fighting to maintain its existence. But I want you to consider something which is simpler. To believe that you must struggle and strive for years to accumulate wealth, always at the mercy of external circumstances, or to accept that the power to create the life you desire lies within you, waiting to be activated by your imagination. The truth is, this law is simple. But simple does not mean easy. It requires a fundamental shift in how you view reality. It demands that you take full responsibility for your life experience. It asks you to question everything you've been taught about the nature of reality and your place in it. This is why so few people truly succeed in consciously creating their reality. Not because it doesn't work, but because they're unwilling to persist through the initial period of uncertainty. The period where their new assumptions have not yet been made manifest in the physical world. But you, my dear friends, you who have chosen to be here today, you are different. You are the select few who are ready to take control of your destiny. You are the ones who will persist, who will hold fast to your new assumption of wealth and abundance, even when the outer world seems to contradict it. And make no mistake, the outer world will seem to contradict it, at least at first. This is the time of testing, the time when your faith in the unseen reality must be stronger than your faith in the evidence of your physical senses. But if you can persist through this period, if you can maintain your new state of consciousness regardless of outer appearances, you will see miracles unfold in your life. Now let's talk about the frame mentioned in our topic, within 24 hours. Some of you might be wondering if it's really possible to manifest money that quickly. The answer is a resounding yes, but with a caveat. The manifestation of your desire in the physical world is not subject to time as we understand it in our three-dimensional existence. In the fourth-dimensional realm of imagination, the realm where all creation begins, there is no time. There's only the eternal now. When you successfully impress your subconscious mind with a feeling of wealth, when you can live in the state of the wish fulfilled, the seed of your desire is planted instantaneously. The 24 hours mentioned in our topic is not a rigid time frame for physical manifestation. Rather, it refers to the period within which you can fundamentally alter your state of consciousness. When you go to sleep tonight, in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, when you maintain that state upon waking and throughout your day, you will have activated your mind to manifest money. From that point on, the bridge of incidents that leads to the physical manifestation of your desire begins to fall. For some, this manifestation might occur within 24 hours. For others, it might take a bit longer. But make no mistake, once you have truly assumed the state of wealth in your imagination, its physical manifestation is assured. The key is to focus not on the when, but on the what. Focus on maintaining the feeling of wealth, the consciousness of abundance. Let go of any anxiety about how or when your desire will manifest. Remember, the feeling is the secret. The feeling of wealth experienced with all the vividness of your imagination is the cause. The outer manifestation of money is the effect. Now, I want to share with you a powerful technique that can help you maintain this state of wealth consciousness throughout your day. It's a technique I call wearing your desire. Here's how it works. Imagine that your desired state of wealth is like a garment, a beautiful payload billet suit or dress. In your imagination, put on this garment. Feel the texture of the fabric against your skin. Feel how it fits you perfectly. Feel the confidence, the assurance that comes wearing this garment of wealth. Now, as you go about your day, whenever you start to doubt, whenever the old state tries to resurf, remind yourself, I am wearing my desire. I am clothed in wealth. Feel it. Experience it as vividly as you can. This simple technique can work wonders in helping you maintain your new state of consciousness. Remember, my dear friends, you are not trying to create something new. You are simply aligning yourself with the wealth that already exists in the infinite realm of possibility. You are choosing to embody a particular state of being, a state of wealth and abundance that already exists in the spiritual realm. Your job is not to make it happen. Your job is to select the state you wish to embody and then to occupy that state so completely in your imagination that it becomes your new reality. The outer world has no choice but to conform your inner assumption. Now, some of you might be wondering about the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is indeed a powerful force, but not in the way many people think. You see, most people believe they should be grateful for what they have in order to receive more. But this approach still carries with it the consciousness of lack, the awareness that you don't yet have what you desire. True gratitude, the kind that aligns with the law we're discussing, is gratitude for what you have imagined as real. It's the feeling of thankfulness that arises naturally when you have successfully assumed the state of your wish fulfilled. When you can genuinely feel grateful for your imagined wealth, as though it were already a physical fact, you align yourself powerfully with the state of having that wealth. This alignment, this feeling of gratitude for your imagined reality, serves to amplify your assumption and accelerate its manifestation. It's a recognition of the truth that what you have conceived in imagination is as real as any physical fact. This kind of gratitude doesn't come from a place of lack or wanting, but from a place of abundance and fulfillment. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to emphasize a crucial point. The law we've been exploring is not a one-time event, but a way of life. It's not about manifesting money once and then returning to your old patterns of thought. It's about consistently living from the state of abundance, regardless of outer circumstances. Even after you've successfully manifested money, continue to occupy a state of wealth in your imagination. Make it your permanent dwelling place, for as you do this, you'll find that abundance becomes your natural state of being. Money and opportunities will flow to you effortlessly, not because you're focusing on manifesting them, but because you're consistently embodying the state of wealth. Remember, the outer world is constantly conforming to your inner assumptions. By maintaining a consistent state of wealth consciousness, you ensure consistent experience of abundance in your physical reality. This is the true secret to lasting prosperity. In closing, I want to remind you of the immense power you hold within you. Your human imagination, properly understood and applied, is the very force that shapes reality. It is the God power spoken of in Scripture, the creative principle of the universe individualized in you. You are not a helpless victim of circumstances, but the author of your life story. With your imagination, you have the power to rewrite that story at any moment. Choose now to write a story of abundance of wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Choose to step into the state of wealth, to wear it like a garment, to feel its reality with every fiber of your being. Go forth from this place with the knowledge that you are now activating your mind to manifest money. Know that as you sleep tonight, in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, as you awaken tomorrow morning in the state of wealth, you are setting in motion forces beyond your comprehension that will move heaven and earth to bring your desire into manifestation. And finally, my dear friends, remember this: the law we've discussed today is not just about manifesting money. It's about recognizing and claiming your birthright as a creative being. Use this law not just for personal gain, but to enrich the world around you. For as you step into your power, as you manifest abundance in your own life, you become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. You become living proof of the limitless potential that resides within each of us. Go now and create the life of abundance you desire and deserve. The power is yours. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch in awe as your world transforms before your very eyes. This moment right now is divine. You are not here by accident, not listening to these words by chance. There are no coincidences in the great tapestry of life, only signs only messages whispered into the depths of your soul. You have prayed, you have waited, and now the sign is before you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The reality you long for is not in some distant future. It is here, waiting for you to claim it. The world around you may look the same, but do not be deceived by appearances. What is unseen is more real than what is seen. Your desire, your vision already exists in the unseen, waiting for you to bring it forth. The struggle, the delays, the disappointments, they were never meant to break you. They were meant to shape you, to prepare you for what is coming. You have endured, and now the moment approaches where the unseen becomes seen, where the promise manifests before your very eyes. Look no longer at lack, look no longer at struggle. These things do not define you. What defines you is the truth within, the knowing that what you seek is already yours. The door is not locked. It has never been locked. The key was never in the hands of the world. It has always been within you. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You are not waiting for a breakthrough. It is waiting for you to step into the awareness that it is done. Doubt whispers that it will take time. Faith declares it is already here. The moment you accept that your desire is fulfilled, you step into a new state of being. You walk differently, think differently, speak differently. The world bends to meet you at the level of your belief. This is not theory. This is truth. You have seen glimpses of it before. Small moments where things aligned perfectly, where prayers were answered in ways you never expected. These were signs, reminders that you are never forgotten, never abandoned. Now, the greatest sign of all is before you. Do you feel it? That stirring within your spirit, that deep knowing that something is shifting. That is not imagination. It is confirmation. Everything you have walked through has led to this moment. The struggle is not the end. It is the doorway. You have been refined in the fire. And now you emerge stronger, clearer, ready. The breakthrough you seek is not in the hands of others, not in the opinions of the world. It is not waiting for the right circumstances, the perfect conditions. It is waiting for you. The moment you surrender doubt, the moment you release fear, the moment you say it is done, all of heaven moves to bring it forth. Doors that seem closed forever will open. Paths you never saw before will unfold, and you will know without a shadow of a doubt that this was never about struggle. It was always about faith. This moment is not ordinary. It is sacred. You have been drawn to this message not by accident, but by divine order. Everything within you has been seeking, longing, pressing forward, believing, and sometimes even doubting. But hear this now. Your breakthrough is not far. It is not hidden in the distant future. It is here, in this very moment, waiting for you to awaken to its reality. The signs have been all around you, whispering to you in moments of silence, nudging you in dreams, revealing themselves in ways too perfect to be mere coincidence. And now this is the confirmation. This is the sign. You have not been forgotten. You have not been abandoned. What you have been seeking is already seeking you. The world may have told you to wait, to be patient, to keep struggling, to accept that things take time. But the truth is, time is an illusion. The only thing that separates you from your breakthrough is your own awareness of it. What you desire, what you have prayed for, what you have cried for in the silent hours of the night is not something that must be earned. It is something that already belongs to you. The door is open, but only faith can walk through it. The mind that is caught in waiting, in longing, in doubting will always see delay. But the mind that knows, the mind that accepts, the mind that declares it is done will see it manifest as surely as the sun rises. You have been through much. You have faced struggles that others do not see. You have carried burdens that have tried to break you. But you are still here. You are still standing. And this is not because you are merely surviving. It is because you are being prepared. Every tear you have shed has watered the soil of your future. Every moment of pain has been shaping you, refining you, making you ready for what is coming. You may have thought the delays were setbacks, but they were set-ups. The moments of waiting were not moments of denial. They were moments of alignment, moments of preparation, moments where your faith was being strengthened so that you could hold the weight of the blessing that is about to unfold. Feel this truth deep within you now. Everything that has been promised to you is already yours. You are not hoping for it. You are not chasing it. It is already done. The unseen is more real than the seen. The world around you is only a reflection of the beliefs you hold within. What you accept as true in your heart will be made visible before your eyes. And so, if you would dare to shift, if you would dare to rise above the noise of doubt and declare with absolute certainty that your breakthrough is now, then nothing in this world could stand against it. Look at your life not as it is, but as you desire it to be. See yourself already in possession of the blessing. Feel the joy of it. Walk in the confidence of it. Speak as though it is already done, because the moment you do, heaven moves on your behalf. Circumstances shift. People are placed in position. The impossible becomes possible, and what once seemed like a distant dream becomes your living reality. There is no force on earth that can stop what is meant for you. No mistake you have made, no obstacle in your path, no opposition from the world can delay what has already been ordained. The only thing that can delay it is the refusal to believe that it is yours. You do not need to beg for what is already yours. You do not need to struggle for what has already been given. The law of the divine is simple. What you believe, you receive. What you expect, you attract. What you accept, you become. And so, if you would only stand firm, if you would only claim your blessing with unwavering faith, if you would only declare with the authority that has been given to you, it is mine, then you would see it unfold before your eyes. Fear may try to whisper that it is not possible. The mind may try to reason that it will take time. But faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith does not wait for proof. Faith does not ask for confirmation. Faith knows. And when you truly know deep within your soul that your breakthrough is now, then nothing in this world can keep it from you. There will always be voices that try to make you doubt. There will always be circumstances that try to shake your faith. But this is where you must stand firm. Do not waver. Do not shrink back. The blessing is not for the one who waits in fear. It is for the one who steps forward in boldness, for the one who refuses to accept anything less than what has already been given. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are not waiting for permission to receive what is yours. It is already done. Look around you now with different eyes. See beyond the temporary. See beyond the struggles. See beyond the delays. What you desire is already present in the unseen. It is already formed. It is already finished. You are not trying to create it. You are only aligning yourself with it. And the way you align is by believing, by declaring, by knowing. There will come a moment when you look back on this time and realize that the waiting was never truly waiting. It was a process of becoming, a process of stepping into the awareness that you were never without, never lacking, never forgotten. And when that moment comes, when the breakthrough appears, when the prayers are answered, when the doors open wide, you will know that it was never about struggle. It was always about faith. It was always about seeing beyond what the eyes can see and believing in the unseen with every fiber of your being. Hold fast now. Stand firm. Do not let go of this knowing. Your breakthrough is not just come and is here. It is done. It is yours. Everything is aligning. Even now, forces unseen are moving on your behalf. The shift has already taken place. What was once hidden is being revealed. What once felt far away is now within reach. There is no more waiting, no more delaying, no more wondering if you are worthy. You have always been worthy. The blessing has always been yours. The only thing left for you to do is claim it, to walk in it, to embody the truth that it is already done. The world may try to tell you otherwise. It may show you obstacles, struggles, and delays. It may try to convince you that things are not changing. But you must not look with the eyes of the flesh. You must look with the eyes of faith. What is seen is temporary. What is unseen is eternal. What you hold within your heart is more powerful than anything you can see around you. The circumstances do not define your reality. Your belief does. And if you believe now, if you accept now, if you declare now that your breakthrough is here, then nothing can stop it from unfolding. There is no force strong enough to hold back what is divinely ordained. No circumstance, no person, no past mistake can keep you from what has already been set in motion. The moment you chose faith over fear, the moment you decided to believe in the unseen rather than be swayed by what is in front of you, everything shifted. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but in the realm of the unseen it is already finished. The path has already been cleared. The doors have already been opened. The way has already been made. Hold on to this truth now. Let it sink deep into your spirit. You have come too far to turn back. You have endured too much to give up now. Every challenge, every trial, every delay has only served to make you stronger, to prepare you for the blessing that is unfolding. It was never a punishment. It was never meant to break you. It was meant to mold you, to shape you, to make you ready for what is coming. There is a version of you, a higher version, that already lives in the reality you desire. That version of you is confident, at peace, walking in abundance, surrounded by favor. That version of you does not doubt, does not worry, does not question. That version of you knows. And right now, in this moment, you have the power to step into that version of yourself. You have the power to embody the reality you have been longing for. You do not need to wait for circumstances to change. You must change first. The moment you shift, everything around you shifts. The signs have been everywhere. The confirmations have been coming. Every time you felt a deep knowing, every time you saw a small glimpse of what is possible, every time you felt an unshakable peace in the midst of uncertainty, that was a sign. That was proof that what you desire is not just wishful thinking. It is real. It is meant for you. You must now rise above doubt. You must now silence the thoughts that tell you it is not possible. You must now walk in the fullness of what has already been given. Speak it as though it is already done. Feel it as though it is already yours. Carry yourself with the confidence of someone who already knows that they have received, because the moment you do, the entire universe must respond. Everything must align with the reality you hold in your heart. The breakthrough is not separate from you. It is not something you are trying to reach. It is something that already exists within you, waiting for you to fully accept it. Fear may try to creep in, but fear has no power here. Doubt may try to whisper, but doubt has no authority. The truth is stronger than any illusion. And the truth is, your life is changing even now. Things are shifting even now. The unseen is becoming seen even now. Every moment, every breath, every step you take in faith is bringing you closer to the visible manifestation of what has already been set in motion. You are not waiting for it to happen. It is already happening. Let go of the old. Release the thoughts that no longer serve you. Release the habits that keep you tied to the past. Release the belief that you must struggle to receive what is already yours. The moment you let go, the moment you surrender fully to the knowing that it is done, you will see the evidence unfold before your very eyes. The timing is perfect. The path is clear. Everything is working in your favor. You do not need to know how it will happen. That is not your concern. Your only responsibility is to believe, to trust, to walk as if it is already yours. Because it is. Everything you have been seeking is seeking you. Everything you have been waiting for has been waiting for you to step into alignment. The moment you match the frequency of your blessing, nothing can stop it from manifesting. Feel the shift now. Feel the peace that comes with knowing it is done. Feel the weight of doubt lifting, the burden of waiting dissolving. You are already there. You are already in the reality you desire. Time is an illusion. The only thing that matters is your belief in this moment. If you would dare to believe fully, to trust completely, to walk in absolute certainty, you would see miracles unfold before your very eyes. You have always been powerful. You have always been divinely guided. Every step, every moment, every experience has led you to this realization. And now you stand on the edge of the greatest breakthrough of your life. The only thing left to do is claim it, embrace it, walk in it. The time is now. The moment is here. It is already done. Every breath you take is a confirmation that life is moving in your favor. Every beat of your heart is proof that the unseen is working on your behalf. You are not separate from the power that creates worlds. You are not separate from the divine intelligence that governs all things. You are one with it. And because you are one with it, there is no struggle, no lack, no delay. Only unfolding, only alignment, only the continuous expression of what has always been yours. What you are seeking is not outside of you. It is not something you must chase. It is something you must allow. It is something you must recognize as already existing within you. There is no distance between you and your breakthrough. There is no separation between you and your desire. The only separation is the illusion that you must wait, that you must strive, that you must prove yourself worthy. But you are already worthy. You were born worthy. The moment you understand this truth, everything shifts. The chains of limitation break. The weight of doubt disappears. The fear of failure vanishes. Because in that moment you realize you were never waiting for a breakthrough. Your breakthrough was waiting for you. Waiting for you to rise above doubt. Waiting for you to release fear. Waiting for you to claim what has always been yours. You do not have to beg for what has already been given. You do not have to plead for what is already yours. You do not have to seek permission for what was destined for you before time began. The universe does not operate in uncertainty. It does not hesitate. It does not second guess itself. It moves with absolute certainty, with divine precision, with unwavering faith in its own perfection. And because you are one with that power, you must move in the same way. Walk as if you already have it. Speak as if it is already yours. Think as if the reality you desire is the only reality that exists. Because the moment you do, the moment you fully embody that knowing, the outer world has no choice but to conform. It must bend to the truth you hold in your heart. It must reflect the conviction that radiates from within you. The unseen must become seen. The invisible must become visible. The promise must become reality. There is no force strong enough to block what is divinely appointed for you. No obstacle is greater than the power that flows through you. No delay can outlast the certainty of a heart that believes. The only question is, will you believe now? Will you trust now? Will you let go of doubt now? Because the moment you do, everything you have been waiting for will flood into your life as if it had been there all along. There is no need to wait for permission. There is no need to wait for signs. The signs have already been given. Every moment of deep knowing, every whisper of intuition, every moment of peace in the midst of uncertainty has been a sign. Every time you felt a shift in your spirit, every time you caught a glimpse of what is possible, every time you felt an unshackable calm in the middle of the storm, that was a sign. A sign that it is already done. A sign that your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. Do not be distracted by what your eyes see. Do not be swayed by what circumstances suggest. The physical world is nothing more than a reflection of past thoughts, past beliefs, past assumptions. But the moment you change your belief, the moment you shift your assumption, the moment you decide that nothing can stop what is already yours, reality must obey. It has no choice. It is law. You are not a victim of life. You are the creator of your experience. You are not subject to circumstances. Circumstances are subject to you. The moment you take your rightful place as the author of your reality, everything changes. You no longer wait. You no longer hope. You no longer wonder if it will happen, you know. And because you know it must be so. Feel the power of this truth. Let it wash over you. Let it sink into the deepest part of your being. Let it dissolve every lingering doubt, every old fear, every past hesitation. You are no longer who you were yesterday. You are no longer the person who questioned, who hesitated, who waited for proof before believing. You are now the person who knows, who trusts, who walks in certainty. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream. It is not a wish. It is not a possibility. It is a reality that already exists, waiting for you to claim it. And the moment you do, the moment you fully step into that truth, nothing can stop it from unfolding. The doors that seemed closed will swing open. The delays that seemed endless will vanish. The path that seemed uncertain will become clear. Because it was never about the external world. It was always about you, your belief, your knowing, your willingness to trust in what cannot yet be seen. You have been prepared for this moment. Everything you have faced, everything you have endured, everything you have overcome has led you to this realization. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was in vain. Every step, every lesson, every challenge was shaping you, refining you, making you ready to receive what has always been yours. You did not come this far to stop now. You did not endure so much just to turn back. The promise has already been fulfilled. The manifestation is already unfolding. The only thing left for you to do is accept it. Speak it now. Claim it now. Walk in it now. Feel it now. Because the moment you do, the moment you truly believe, the world around you will shift in ways you never imagined. What seemed impossible will become inevitable. What seemed far away will become your present reality. What seemed like a dream will become the life you wake up to every single day. You have always been powerful. You have always been divinely favored. You have always been chosen. And now you stand at the threshold of the greatest breakthrough of your life. The only thing left to do is step forward in faith, knowing that it is already done. There is no force in this world that can keep from you what has already been written in your name. No delay is strong enough, no obstacle is large enough, no opposition is powerful enough to stop what has been divinely ordained. The moment you understand this, you no longer beg, you no longer plead, you no longer wait in uncertainty. You step forward in full confidence, knowing that your breakthrough is not a question of if, but when, and even that when is now. Everything that has happened up to this point has not been to harm you, but to prepare you. Every closed door was a divine redirection. Every disappointment was an unseen blessing. Every delay was an act of grace, ensuring that when you walk into your breakthrough, you will be ready to receive it fully, without fee, without hesitation, without doubt. You were never being denied, you were being refined. Your faith was being strengthened, your heart was being expanded, your mind was being renewed. You do not need to ask for what has already been given. You do not need to seek outside of yourself for confirmation of what is already unfolding. The evidence is within you, that deep knowing, that quiet assurance, that inner peace. Despite what your physical eyes see, that is the greatest sign you will ever receive. You would not have been given the vision if it were not already yours. You would not feel the pull towards something greater if you were not meant to experience it. The desire itself is the confirmation. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It will show you lack. It will show you limitation. It will show you reasons to doubt. But you must look beyond appearances. You must see beyond what is and focus on what is becoming. What you hold in your imagination, what you affirm in your heart, what you embody in your spirit, that is what determines what unfolds in your life. You are not bound by circumstances. You are not subject to statistics. You are not a prisoner of the past. You are a creator, a co-creator with the divine, shaping reality through the power of belief. It does not matter what has not happened yet. It does not matter what others say is possible or impossible. The moment you decide, the moment you step into the fullness of your faith, the unseen forces begin to rearrange themselves in your favor. The doors you thought were closed begin to open. The resources you thought were out of reach begin to appear. The opportunities you thought had passed you by begin to chase you down. Because nothing can resist the power of a mind that is fully convinced. You have waited long enough. You have doubted long enough. You have questioned long enough. Now is the time to trust. Now is the time to walk forward as if everything you have asked for is already here. Because in truth it is. The moment you align yourself with the reality you desire, the moment you embody it in thought, in word, in action, in feeling, it must manifest. This is not wishful thinking. This is not a hopeful fantasy. This is law. You were created with the power to call things into existence. You were given the ability to move mountains, not by effort but by faith. You were born to be limitless, yet you have allowed yourself to believe in limitation. You were born to walk in divine abundance, yet you have settled for lack, but no more. The time for hesitation is over. The time for uncertainty has passed. Now is the moment to stand firm, to plant your feet in the foundation of unwavering belief, to declare with absolute certainty that your breakthrough is here. Do not wait for physical proof before you believe. Do not wait for external validation before you act. Faith is not about seeing first. It is about knowing first. It is about feeling first. It is about becoming first. And when you do, the world has no choice but to catch up. Certainty must reflect the conviction you hold. Circumstances must bend to the truth you embody. The unseen must become seen. The formless must be fulfilled. You have already won. You have already conquered. You have already received. The only thing left is for you to wake up to the truth of who you are and claim it. Stand in your power. Walk in your authority. Move with the certainty of someone who knows that nothing is missing. Nothing is lacking. Nothing is out of reach. Because when you do, you will realize that your breakthrough was never far away. It was always within you, waiting for you to recognize it, waiting for you to accept it, waiting for you to declare with unwavering faith that it is already done. You are not bound by the limitations of time or space. The truth of who you are transcends these constraints. The universe operates in perfect order, and within this order there is no delay. There is no waiting. There is only divine timing, and divine timing is always right on time. What you have been desiring, what you have been working toward, is already in motion. It has already begun to unfold, even if your eyes cannot see it yet. Even if your mind cannot fully comprehend it, know this. It is closer than you think. What you are experiencing right now is not a setback. It is a setup for the greatness that is about to enter your life. All of the challenges, the obstacles, the struggles, they are the divine preparation for the breakthrough you are about to experience. You could not have arrived at this moment without passing through these tests. They were necessary. They were part of the process. They were never meant to break you, but to shape you into the person you are now, strong, resilient, and ready to step into your power. The universe never sends you anything you are not capable of handling. It may seem hard at times, it may seem overwhelming, but in those moments you are being prepared for something greater. When the pressure is high, it is because you are being forged into something more powerful than you ever thought possible. You are a diamond being formed in the fire. You are a tree with deep roots growing in the storms. The challenges you face are not here to destroy you. They are here to strengthen you, to refine you, to mold you into the version of yourself that is capable of receiving the fullness of the blessings that are coming. Understand that nothing happens by accident. Everything you are going through is part of a larger plan, a divine orchestration that is working for your good. Even when things seem unclear, when it feels like the world is against you, know that everything is happening according to divine order. The forces of the universe are aligning to bring you exactly what you need at the exact right time. It may not come in the way you expect. It may not come in the package you imagine. But it will come, and when it does, it will be exactly what you need to fulfill your purpose and step into the life you have always dreamed of. Do not be discouraged by the time it seems to take. Do not be disheartened by the delays that appear. What you are waiting for is not out there, far off in the distance. It is already here in the unseen, in the energetic realm. It is already taking shape. And the moment you shift your perception, the moment you align your thoughts and feelings with the knowing that your breakthrough is imminent, you will see it materialize before your eyes. The key is to remain steadfast in your faith, no matter what your circumstances may suggest. The moment you give up, the moment you stop believing, is the moment the manifestation slips further away. But if you hold on, if you keep moving forward with the confidence that what you desire is already yours, then the universe will have no choice but to bring it into your physical reality. Your power lies in your ability to believe without seeing, to trust without evidence, to know without proof. This is where your strength is found. The world may try to convince you that you need to see it to believe it, but that is the very opposite of the law of creation. You must first believe it to see it. You must first feel it in your heart and soul before it can ever manifest in your life. Your inner world shapes your outer world. Your character, your own, what you feel, what you believe, what you expect. This is what the universe will deliver to you. When you begin to live with the knowing that your breakthrough is already here, you stop searching for signs. You stop waiting for external confirmation. You stop questioning the process. You trust fully and completely that what you have asked for is already on its way. And the moment you align yourself with that truth, the universe begins to work in your favor. Things start falling into place, opportunities begin to present themselves, people, resources, and situations that will support you in your journey start to appear out of nowhere. Understand that this is not by chance. This is not a coincidence. This is the law of attraction at work. This is the law of manifestation. This is the power of your thoughts and beliefs shaping your reality. And the more you focus on what you want, on what is already yours, the more it will come to you. But the key is to believe it now, to know it now, to feel it now. You must walk in the faith that your breakthrough is already unfolding. You must speak it as though it is already here. You must act as though it is already done. And when you do, you will begin to see the results in your life. What you seek is already seeking you. What you desire is already desiring you. The universe is conspiring in your favor. And when you recognize this, when you fully embody the belief that everything you need is already on its way, you will begin to attract everything that aligns with your vision. Do not look to your past for evidence of what is to come. Your past is not a reflection of your future. Your past is simply a series of experiences that have led you to this moment. It is what you do now, in this moment, that determines your future. It is your belief in the unseen, your trust in the divine process that will determine the shape of what is to come. The breakthrough is not a future event. The breakthrough is now. It is happening right now, in this moment. The question is, are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to step into the fullness of your power? Are you ready to claim what is already yours? You have been prepared for this moment. Everything that has come before has been part of the grand plan. The challenges, the victories, the lessons, they have all been preparing you for the greatness that is about to unfold in your life. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You are not the same person you were a week ago. Every experience has shaped you, has refined you, has made you ready for the breakthrough that is now on its way. Your breakthrough is not just about a new job, a new relationship, a new opportunity. Your breakthrough is about stepping into the full realization of who you are. It is about awakening to your divine potential, to your true power. It is about embracing the truth that you are already whole, already complete, already worthy of every blessing the universe has to offer. And once you step into that truth, once you fully embrace your divine nature, the breakthroughs will come flooding into your life. Not because you have to work for them, not because you have to strive, but because you are now aligned with the energy that attracts them. You are now a magnet for everything you desire. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is not a distant dream. It is already yours. And the moment you believe that, the moment you embody that truth, it will appear in your life in ways you never imagined possible. You will look around and see that everything you have asked for is already here, unfolding before your eyes. And you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was always meant to be. You have been prepared, whether you realize it or not, for the moment of your breakthrough. Every experience, every trial, every setback has been part of the greater divine plan. These moments have not been random. They have been necessary to build your resilience, your strength, and your trust. Every seemingly negative situation was not a sign of defeat. It was a lesson that brought you closer to your ultimate victory. Every obstacle was not an enemy to be feared, but a stepping stone that elevated you to new heights. The world will try to tell you that the road to success is difficult, that it is reserved for the lucky or the special. It will show you evidence that life is a struggle, that not everyone gets what they want. But you must ignore that. You must refuse to accept that narrative, because the truth is that you were never meant to struggle indefinitely. You were never meant to wait endlessly for a breakthrough that never comes. The breakthrough is already here. It is within your grasp, and it has always been within you. You see, the key to unlocking your breakthrough lies not in waiting for it to happen, but in becoming the person who is ready for it. It is about shifting your perception. It is about stepping into a new consciousness, a higher way of thinking. When you begin to align yourself with the truth of who you are, a divine being, a co-creator with the universe, everything begins to shift. The world around you responds to your energy. Your thoughts and feelings become magnetic, drawing the people, resources, and opportunities that you need into your life. The breakthrough is not something that happens outside of you. It is not an event that occurs in the physical world and then changes your life. The breakthrough is a shift in consciousness, a deep inner knowing that you are worthy of all the good the universe has to offer. It is the realization that you are not waiting for something to come to you. You are not waiting for permission or for the right circumstances to align. You are the creator of your reality. And when you understand this fully, everything in your life will begin to change. The reason you have not seen the breakthrough yet is because you have been waiting for external circumstances to shift, for things outside of yourself to change. But the moment you decide that you are worthy of your breakthrough, the moment you truly believe that it is already yours, everything begins to shift from within. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, they all begin to align with the reality you are creating. And when this happens, the external world has no choice but to reflect your new inner state. You are constantly creating your reality, whether you are aware of it or not. Every thought, every belief, every feeling that you hold shapes your experiences. The universe does not operate on the basis of what you want. It operates on the basis of what you believe to be true. If you believe that your breakthrough is far off, that it is difficult to attain, that it will take years to manifest, then that is what will show up in your life. But if you choose to believe that your breakthrough is already here, that it is within your reach, that it is happening now, then that is the reality that will materialize. This is the power you hold. It is the power of belief, the power of faith, the power of knowing that what you desire is already on its way. When you shift your focus away from what you don't have and begin to focus on what you already possess, the inner strength, the wisdom, the clarity, the love, the breakthrough you've been waiting for will arrive effortlessly. When you stop seeking validation from others and start trusting your own inner guidance, the doors will open. When you stop trying to figure everything out with your logical mind and start trusting in the process, the universe will conspire in your favor. You are a magnet for your desires. What you focus on, you attract. What you believe, you manifest. And so it is essential that you believe that your breakthrough is coming, that it is already here in some form. The moment you believe it, the moment you accept it, you begin to attract it into your life. This is not just wishful thinking. This is the way the universe works. This is how creation happens. The moment you align your thoughts and beliefs with the reality you desire, you will see evidence of it all around you. You will see signs, synchronicities, opportunities, and people that support your vision. It will feel like everything is falling into place effortlessly. You won't have to chase after things or force them to happen. Everything will begin to flow, and you will step into your breakthrough with ease and grace. It may not happen in the exact way you expect, and it may not arrive in the way you've been hoping for, but it will come. It will always come. The breakthrough is not about the form it takes. It is about the essence of it, the feeling of expansion, the sense of fulfillment, the knowing that you have become who you are meant to be. That is the true breakthrough, and it is already happening within you. You may be wondering how to make this shift in your thinking, how to change your beliefs and align yourself with the truth of your breakthrough. It begins with self-awareness. It begins with understanding that your thoughts are powerful, that your beliefs are shaping your reality every single day. Take a moment to reflect on what you truly believe about yourself, about your future, about the possibilities that lie ahead. Are your beliefs aligned with your dreams, or are they rooted in fear and doubt? If you find that your beliefs are not aligned with what you want, begin to change them. Start by affirming the truth that you are worthy of your breakthrough. Speak it out loud, write it down, feel it in your body. Every time doubt arises, replace it with an affirmation of your power and your worth. Know that you are deserving of every blessing, every opportunity, every dream that you desire. Visualize your breakthrough as if it has already occurred. See it in your mind's eye, feel the emotions of having already received it, immerse yourself in the experience of it, and let that feeling become your reality. When you do this, you are creating a new blueprint for your life. You are planting seeds of belief that will eventually manifest in the physical world. The moment you start aligning yourself with the truth that your breakthrough is already here, the universe will begin to rearrange itself in your favor. You will no longer feel like you are chasing after your dreams. Your dreams will begin to chase you. You will become a magnet for the people, situations, and opportunities that are needed to bring your vision to life. Remember, there is no force in this world that can keep you from what is already meant for you. There is no circumstance, no challenge, no setback that can prevent your breakthrough from coming. It is already yours. It is waiting for you to step into it, and the moment you do, the world will open up to you in ways you could never have imagined. Your breakthrough is not a future event. It is a present reality. It is happening now. And when you fully embrace this truth, you will step into a life of limitless possibility. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream or a far-off hope. It is an unfolding reality that begins within you. The moment you truly accept that everything you need, everything you desire, is already aligned and waiting for you. The world around you will begin to shift. You are the creator of your reality, and the universe is responding to the energy you put out. As you let go of doubt and embrace your power, as you choose to believe in the certainty of your breakthrough, it will manifest effortlessly in your life. Know this: the path to your breakthrough is not a path of struggle or uncertainty. It is the path of faith, belief, and alignment with your highest truth. It is already unfolding. The opportunities are arriving. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The question is not whether it will come. It already is. The question is, will you trust in it, believe in it, and step into it with full confidence? Step forward with the certainty that everything you desire is already on its way. Your breakthrough is now. Embrace it.